Hi again, folks. So we're still at the Kragga Kamma Game Park, and I'm chatting to David Cantor, who is the owner of Kragga Kamma Game Park. David, thank you so much for chatting to me.
Thank you. Thanks for visiting us.
Trust me, it's been our pleasure. First and foremost, I have to mention that it is absolutely stunning here. Absolutely beautiful. Now, we are in the residential estate area. Can you maybe just elaborate a little bit on how this came about and what made you decide to basically sell off pieces of your game park?
Yeah, I think, the park's been operating for over 20 years, and in that 20-year period, the city of Nelson Mandela Bay has basically grown so much. It's expanded past the park to the extent that the park's always at risk, that there's a possibility that some housing would take over and the animals would be in jeopardy of losing their environment. So what we did is we think we found a really good balance, and we went through a lot of trouble, but we managed to get approval for providing residential properties and also protecting the areas in between as a private nature reserve for the game to live forever. So they're happy, and the homeowners are happy. So it's a nice environment. We've always lived here as a family. So for us, we thought, wow, this is spectacular. Let's provide the housing for everybody else in the same way.
And I couldn't agree more, because, who wouldn't want to live in this absolutely amazing place? Now, I see in terms of the architecture, it is very much, it blends in with the surroundings. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that and also the motivation behind it?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, from an environmental point of view, we wanted to be consistent with, we wanted the designs to all blend in with the environment, but also to provide consistency amongst the houses. So you'll see our houses all have a fair amount of natural rockwork. There's timber used, it's all exotic timber, but it's got the same look and feel, and the roofs are all the same as well. You'll see these roofs are very good for rainwater harvesting. They also hold solar geysers. So a lot of the houses are semi-eco-friendly, where they can have their own rainwater harvested and obviously reduce their burden on the electricity grid.
Fantastic. And we do love that, being semi-environmentally friendly, because we all enjoy that. Now, tell me quickly, in terms of the building that is happening here, are you guys very actively involved, or how does it work?
Yeah, what's nice is the homeowners have really got a choice. If they want to do their own building, they can do that. Alternatively, we get involved and we do the building. We've built quite a few houses, so our quality seems to be acceptable, and I think the homeowners also like the fact that we as developers are on site. So we're going to make sure that the standards are what they need to be, and the quality is right as well.
Fantastic. And it's also nice to keep it sort of more or less the same. Now, in terms of all of these amazing views, obviously you had an idea, you had a vision with each of these homes that are being built here. How did you go about establishing that?
Well, the nice thing here is that every earth that you're on has got an absolutely unique view, whether it's looking over the ocean or looking over the park. Everything, every residential property's just got something absolutely unique about it. So it's not a one sort of one size fits all, and it's a blank canvas where you can really design your dream home, and it can be totally unique to anybody else. Yeah.
Fantastic. And the area that we're currently in, this is your sort of phase one. Can you just tell us how many homes are planned for this specific area and what's next?
Sure. So phase one is really, there's only 32 units. It's a little village on its own. It's got its own private access, its own private security. It's got its own dog park and play park for the children, so it's perfect for families. But once we've reached probably 80 or 90% completion of this phase, we'll move on to the second and third phases, which would be on the other side of the park, again on the boundaries of the park, to allow the game to roam freely in between, and those will also have their own entrance, their own security, and everything else. So that's probably about 18 months to 2 years away from now. Yeah.
Fantastic. And I absolutely love the fact that the animals roam here. But obviously the animals have access to these areas. But in terms of your day visitors, can they get to the residential areas?
At this stage, this first phase is exclusively for homeowners, so we don't have the visitors to the park disturbing us here. The game love it up here. You know, they're sometimes also looking for a little bit of privacy, but when we get to the second phases, there's also a fair amount of privacy in those villages. So the public visiting the park will still have the same experience. There's enough space for everybody to go around, so it'll be great. Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Now tell me, if there's a viewer out there that wants to get hold of you and actually want to purchase a plot or a home here, how can they get hold of you, David?
Absolutely. I think the best thing to do is to visit our website. So it's www.kraggakamma.co.za, and all the details are there, and they're kept up to date with prices and availability.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting to us, and best of luck with this amazing development.
Thank you very much. Thanks for visiting us.
It's been our pleasure. Well, there you have it, folks. If you want to own a piece of this amazing place, do get hold of David. It is very easy. That is www.kraggakamma.co.za. Buy in.